Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So I want to do a video on the camera for the BLU VIVO XL4. So the camera is alright, it's not the greatest in the world. It does have dual cameras on the back, so you get the dual camera set up. It does have an inkling of portrait shot mode, which I can say is not really all that great, but it has a 13 megapixel and 2 megapixel camera on the back, and then it's got a 13 megapixel camera on the front. I did go and I took some pictures so you could kind of get a feel for what they look like. Alright, so this is a example of a portrait mode shot. Basically, whenever you pull the camera up, all it does is just blurs. It creates like this little circle so you can see the face that you're trying to get the portrait of, and then it just completely blurs the back. It's not so much that it's a bokeh effect that applies as you take the picture. It's like an Insta filter where it just blurs the background and then you can see the face. So it's pretty terrible. But here's regular camera pictures. I took some pictures of my dog. She was feeling photogenic this morning. So thanks to her for that. Went and took some pictures outside. There's a picture of some flowers, well, a flower. And the thing is, I mean, it takes okay pictures. The problem is that clarity is the issue. You know, it's not very good with the contrast. So it's like you see some bright things, then all the dull things are really hard to see. The detail gets kind of lost. Took a picture of no outlet sign. So up close pictures, not all that great. Things that require a lot of different color contrast, not the greatest in the world. Portrait mode, really not that great. But for overall day-to-day pictures, just going around and snapping some pictures, it's really not bad at all. So with the camera, it's got a decent shutter speed. It's not like one of those ones where you can get a whole bunch of pictures all at once. So you have to make sure that you're very deliberate when you take your picture because it can be slow. Get your option settings here. You can go into professional mode, time-lapse mode, slow motion, group selfie, and face emoji. So if you want, you can make yourself look like these things. So my face isn't really doing that in real life. It just can't see it. There we go. So there we go. Wrinkle the eyebrows, turn the head, talk. So that's like a little neat thing that they threw in there, which is cool. Got it there. So time lapse, group selfie mode. Group selfie mode is nice because just like all the other BLU phones that do this, basically you press the shutter to take the first picture, then you rotate it over to the side. No, I don't want battery saver. No, go away. And then you rotate it to the other side. There we go. And then we get our cool panoramic photo. Ta-da! So that's neat. And it actually works really well. So a couple other things in the settings. You can adjust a lot of stuff. We'll go to, it's got a backlight mode, it's got regular photo mode, it's got face beauty. So if you want to do any face beautification stuff, you can click on that there. You can do the smoother, the whitening, the slimming, the eye enlarger. Just tap that to go back. And then up here in settings, these you have available for the different photo modes: capture mode, auto scene, front mirror, that's not always available, sound, guidelines, geotagging if you want to put the location in for where you take the picture. You get a countdown so you can set a timer. You can just change what the volume keys do with regard to capturing photos, anti-banding. Picture size is nice because you can do the different aspect ratios: 4:3, 1:1, 18:9, 16:9. Natively it's on 18:9. And then you see the different megapixel ratings. So if you want full 13 megapixels, you got to go to the 4:3 aspect ratio. Now video is okay. It doesn't do any image stabilization, so it's not the fastest in the world whenever it comes to, it's not the best in the world when it comes to doing live video where you're not have something stationary or you don't have the phone mounted on something, because you will see the differences. And then it has a night mode. And night mode is a little on the slow side, and it's okay. I don't have any examples of it on here, so sorry I can't show you that. But overall, that is the camera and the camera interface for the BLU VIVO XL4. I just want to do a run through and show that off so you can get a feel for what kind of pictures it takes, what the different modes are, some of the different enhancements, because BLU likes to add extra stuff into their Final Touch software, which is their software package for the camera, so you can do all the different things that a lot of standard cameras can't do, especially for the $150 price point. So for overall camera quality, it's okay. It's one of those things where if you want to get a decent phone that has a decent camera, then this is a good option. Now, by no means would you expect this to take great pictures, because it doesn't, and I don't want to say that it does. You know, in ideal lighting and perfect conditions, it can take very good photos, but whenever you start getting to low light, whenever you start getting to things that are not still photography, if you have, you know, moving objects, things like that, or trying to use portrait mode or nighttime, that's when you start seeing the degradation in the quality, and you lose some of that overall clarity and quality in the overall image. So that's all I've got for the camera demonstration for the BLU VIVO XL4. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back with you. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.